I've just come down to ride, and I think Tommy's lying down. I'm going to see if I can get a bit closer, but he might stand up. Yeah, always getting up. Oh dear, never mind. The other two are looking after him, standing there, but he got up. It's a shame. He's having a nice sleep in the sunshine. Hi everybody, so as I said, I've come down to ride. It's January, so I probably should say Happy New Year, because I haven't done a video since then. I've come down to ride, but I just thought I'd check that the arena isn't too frozen, because the sand freezes, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to get Basil in. I couldn't resist trying to get a shot of Tommy lying down, but he got up when I got a bit closer, unfortunately. Anyway, today's video is not going to be about that. Today's video was just going to be about my winter favourites for this winter. And Chesney is modelling one. We, I should say, have had a few new things this winter. Not a huge number, but also I've got some other things that maybe I have had last winter, and I don't think I did a winter favourites last year. So I thought I would do one this winter, just things that I like in this winter, but also things that I rely on in the winter. So I see they're both here. Basil's eating. Chesney has had a new thick turnout rug, haven't you, Chesa? The one he had got a bit big for him because he's lost muscle that he used to have now. When he lost a lot of weight a couple of winters ago, he lost quite a lot, and he doesn't do any work now, so he's not as big a horse as he was 7 or 8 years ago. But the rug he had at the time I bought it was still a bit long for him, and sometimes I just feel it's a bit hard for him to walk around in it, especially with his arthritis getting worse now. So this one fits him much better. You can never get a perfect one. This one is possibly a teeny bit short round his tum, but it's another Shire's. Hello. Were you having a standing up sleep with Tom Tom? Were you? So it's as I say, it's another Shire's Tempest, because don't bite me, seem to find they fit really well. So I'm really chuffed with that. He hasn't ripped it yet, touch wood. So that is definitely a new favourite this winter, isn't it, Chesa? Do you reckon? Yeah? Anyway, so I'm going to interrupt this video and ride Basil, and then I will carry on. So I'll see you in a little while. So I've just had a really nice ride on Basil. Actually, the arena was a little bit hard in places, so we stuck to the track really, which obviously has been levelled down quite a bit. It desperately needs raking, but I can't do that when it's frozen either, which is a good excuse, I'm thinking. Anyway, so we had quite a nice walk because we just walked and trotted and practiced our halts, and we did some turn on the forehand and just basic stuff. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Anyway, as I said earlier, today's video I wanted to do sort of some winter favourites. This coat is not a winter favourite. I washed my coat today because it was so dirty, so this is like a really old one that I've got on. So yeah, don't look at it. So there's another rug that is new this year that I'm quite liking at the moment. It's the Basil. It is a new medium weight stable rug. His stable rug had been chewed by mice a few years ago now, and he's been desperate for a new one. And I have always wanted one of these. I've always had the Newmarket style exercise rug on my wish list and never really had a use for one, because generally Basil, when I go on the road, he wears his high-vis one, but really he doesn't particularly need one for keeping warm, so I haven't really had a need. But he desperately needed a new medium weight rug, and I've been putting it off and then I saw this and it was in the sale as well, because it was closing down sale, so I couldn't resist. Now he hasn't worn it yet because it's been a bit too cold for it, but I've tried it on obviously and it fits well, so that is definitely it's probably not really a winter favourite because it's more autumn spring, because obviously you won't really wear it in the depths of winter because it's not thick enough. So now though, I've got his purple thick rug, which is just going to always be my favourite with the fluffy collar, and this one is a medium weight, so sad though it is, that's really exciting. The other rug, which is on my winter favourites, features quite a bit in some of my videos and my blogs because it's my high-vis exercise sheet, and I can't go on about these things enough. We always wear it when we hack out in the winter. It is so bright, you can just see there how bright it is in comparison to the dark wood, and it's just such a good idea. So that it will always be a winter favourite and will be replaced when it gets too scruffy, because it's actually waterproof as well. If it's raining it's good too, although I don't ride in the rain that often. Obviously it keeps his back dry so he can have a rug on again when we get back, so that's definitely going to always be a favourite. The other thing that I got last year, and please don't look at the yard, it desperately needs a sweep, but I haven't done it. The other things that was new last year was my steamer. This is just the box, but that is just hello Basil. Look at the mud. Oh my gosh, look at the mud. Chesney's here as well, actually. Aren't you? It's not time to come in, though. It's way too early. It is. Way too early. Are you silly? Hello. Hello. Don't nibble. Anyway, so this I had about December time last year, well I should say 2015 because it wasn't last year because now it's 2017, and it has made so much difference to not in comparison to soaking hay, which at this time of the year would have icicles on it, and I always feel sorry for Basil eating it as well when it's really cold, and I don't think he minds as much as I think he probably would do, but what's Tommy doing? They've all spotted something, and it doesn't take much for Tommy to go for a trot around. I didn't catch it quick enough to get him trotting, but I'll keep the camera on him and talk. The steamer makes so much difference, and I have had a few problems with the things that produce the steam, to be honest, but it just makes so much difference this time of year. It's just fantastic, so I will put up with a few issues because it's just, and it's just obviously tastes so wonderful. I mean, they just knock it back like it's something when we go. So the other thing that is a pretty useful thing in the winter is my rug rack. Oh, I've zoomed in, let's zoom out again, that I have up here, and at this time of year I struggle to get them particularly dry, but these two rugs were dripping last night. He's off again. they were dripping last night, so I hung them out here, and it gives them a chance to drip dry and not soak everything else, because sometimes I put them up on old clothes racks in the hay barn, but they were so wet last night they just would have covered the floor with water. So they're really good out here, but when it's this cold they struggle to dry. So we'll leave Tommy to his running around, I think. There's two other things really that I wanted to include today. One is one I think was new last year, and the other one I started using last year. So the first one, my clippers. I used to have rechargeable clippers, but when I came to, they stopped charging and couldn't be fixed. I bought some new ones. Now these ones do have a lead, and I have to say I do prefer rechargeable ones, but I could not do without clippers in the winter. So I always like to clip them myself. I probably don't do as good a job as if I paid somebody to do it. However, it's good enough for us. So these are the ones I bought. They're Lister Stars, and actually I'm really pleased with them because they're not too heavy. They're pretty easy to use, and not a huge amount to go wrong with them. The blades go on and off easily. These I just clipped Basil again a couple of days ago, so these all need stripping down now, and he won't be clipped again this year, so I'll probably pack them all away. But yeah, I clippers definitely something you need. It does take practice to get better. I mean, unfortunately I only clip the Basil a couple of times a year and Chesney a couple of times a year. The reason I do Chesney is because when he runs around when I'm riding Basil, it gets so hot, so he's better clipped because he will then cool down and dry off more quickly. It's better for him than being getting really sweaty and being soaking wet then. So it's much better if he has a small clip just to help him dry off more quickly. The other thing that I discovered last year, and those of you who've watched my videos from last year in my blog will know last year I had a lot, last winter, or 2015 to 2016 winter, I had lots of problems with Chesney's feet, and the vet recommended something that they make up themselves, but you can get a hardener from the shops, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm really sorry, but this stuff that comes from my vet it's based on eucalyptus, I believe, and it has made so much difference. I do have to put it on quite often to Chesney's feet to keep the soles hard enough. I don't know why his feet get so soft, but they do. So I do have to paint that on every day or so on these back feet, which are the ones that get particularly soft, which seems weird. The front ones don't need treating as often, and I don't understand why that is, but they have made a big difference. So it's certainly worth trying if you have trouble with your horse having soft soles at this time of year when it's so wet. Definitely worth trying some of this hoof hardener on their soles and things to see if it will make a difference for you. So I think they've gone off now to graze again, which is always good. Let's see. But that really is my favourites, I think, at the moment for this winter so far. Of course, there's plenty more months of winter left. There you go. Tommy is tossing around again. He does exercise himself quite well, which is good. And the other two, I don't know what that banging is. The other two are grazing again in their nearly matching rugs. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there, so I'll see you again soon. And thanks for watching.